We are a seeker when we are ready for prescription. So, prescription is always given by the doctor. We are seeker when we are ready for prescription, and that prescription comes as a knowledge, as understanding in our life. I've been requesting you to start applying these principles into your daily life. Keep these thoughts, the knowledge and awareness in your mind to apply these principles in your personal, in your professional and social life. If not, it will not work. So the prescription has to be done 24/7. You see, the life is a flow. It is a flow of life, not under our control. Gone, our forefathers, grandfathers, great fathers have gone. We are going. We are going. And there are people yet to come, and they are again on the same flow. Do you think that anyone has a red carpet in life? Anyone? What we can do is to make our life a joy of conscious living. Where is the secret? Don't stop with the 5 sheets you will now remember. Don't stop with the 3 bodies. They are all on a journey. 5 sheets and the 3 bodies are given to us to understand this flow of life, to discover our true nature. There is no other goal. And that makes the entire life a celebration. And that is what the journey of the Eastern wisdom is. The moment you wake up, get ready. Apply the prescription. Don't shy. If you shy, especially applying these principles into your family or close, near and the dear ones, you have a false ego. Let me say it directly. It's a false I. That is holding you back. So when something is holding you back, you don't apply the prescription, then it becomes the most difficult. You have a blame and complaint and reaction. And it is the easiest when you recall, repeat, remember, and express. We are waiting, in fact, our false I is waiting. Someday we can order peace and happiness online from Amazon. Not possible. Because it is inside me. That is why the Buddha says, know thyself. All the great masters says the same thing, know thyself, know yourself. And when you know yourself, you start the journey. I'm again saying, seeker is one who is ready for prescription. Do not twist these prescriptions from the false side. And one-liner is that what we need to do, we must remove what we are not from our mind. Inside our head, I should be able to maintain my awareness that I am none of these three bodies, five sheaths. They have created a flow of life to discover my real self. See that now you can see easily. There is no other reason of these five sheaths and the three bodies. So what are the challenges that comes to our day-to-day living? What should we do? So I'm referring one verse from another text. Tapobhi chhin papanam shantanam vitarag ganinam. So Master says, I am writing this text for those who have purified themselves by the austerities. We will understand what is this austerities, and calm and peace in the heart to treat the path of self-discovery. Master says the person is ready and become a seeker after the mind is purified from the impurities and the distractions. How they have to purify the mind? By the austerity. So what is this austerity? We will understand. Remain calm, it's a flow of life, not influenced by the world of change, outside in your personal, in your professional and social life. Just maintain your awareness. You will discover that you have tasted freedom from the mind. And when you have tasted freedom from the mind, the life changes. So now pick up each word. Let us see why Master says knowledge of the real self is a prescription. Drug from the side effects. So with every prescription, there are do's and don'ts. So if we do not follow the do's and the don'ts, then we fall back into the trap of the false side. I told you I am your honey, why don't you listen to me? First false is that I am your honey, I am a man or a woman. And second is that I am angry. Do you see that? Do you see that? Food is on the table. No, I don't like this. I only like pasta. Are you aware that food is to eat is to live or live to eat? You have to apply these simple tips in the field of awareness to bring about the change. Oh, it's only one day, I'm not getting the food that I like. And this is to eat to live or live to eat. I must get rid of this false I. This is again the false I, which is constantly nagging your mind that no, I must have this. And who takes the prescription? A seeker. Seeker takes a prescription. That needs to be understood. And that too inside my head. It has nothing to do with outside. My honey didn't agree with me, then I am so sad. My response and reaction created by the false I. It happens. It might have happened to everyone. It has happened to me also. So that false I created by the 5 sheet and the 3 bodies blocks the journey. Blocks the journey. So what is this prescription? The knowledge. What contains in the knowledge? The steps to raise my level of awareness. It gives me a clue how to think, speak, and act in my daily life. I remember I told you about U.G. Krishnamurti. So I used to listen to him at least for first 1 month, but in those days I was totally obsessed with Kundalini. Are you aware of the Kundalini? Mysterious force. So first thing, when the moment you say it is a mysterious force, you will never get it. So every time the teacher teaches you and you say what is the mysterious in it, so your mind is focused somewhere else. So after a month, when he realized that this guy is not ready to change, so he changed my name to Kundalini Baba. So every time I used to go and he says, oh, Kundalini Baba, where is your Kundalini? Tell me. Now, master has to find different ways. And I used to get more upset. That what is this? I'm asking a genuine question and he is not answering me. But he has been answering every day. And it took me almost, I would say, 3 months to realize that what he is saying. And after, I would say after 3 months, he stopped saying that. He said, no, yes, now I got it. You got it. So we should not be stuck to anything. Rather, we should remember these principles. The moment we are stuck. Go a little deeper. How Master prescribed the knowledge of this Eastern wisdom. We have varieties of discipline. Varieties. There are hundreds and thousands of practices. So when we use the word austerity, it is not self-denial. It is becoming aware of my obsession, my wandering mind, and my lazy mind. It has nothing to do with the self-denial. It has nothing to do with the suppression. It is a self-discipline prescription. Many people say, I have stopped drinking this or that. No, if it is a self-denial, it will not work. So when we use the word austerity, austerity is an intelligent program to conserve physical, mental, and emotional energy that is wasted in attachment and detachment. So that it can be used to sit for meditation, self-discipline, and contemplation. So now if it is a self-denial, In case of a binge eating, I cannot control. In case of a drugs, I cannot control. Because I'm denying myself, but the mind is constantly pushing me. Austerity is an intelligent program to conserve physical energy, means that you remain relaxed physically, mentally calm, emotionally poised. It is not emotional dependence, it is emotional freedom. So when we conserve this energy at the physical, mental, and emotional level, you see that water dam used to create an electrical energy. Now again understand what exactly it means, the indulgence. It simply means likes and dislikes, pride, delusion. That drains your energy. Don't start looking into modern psychology. Indulgence starts with the likes and dislikes, attachment and detachment. Then you have a desire burning inside. A person becomes a seeker due to the austerity. The self-denial will not work at all. Because outside I am working in one direction and the mind inside is working in other direction. So I have already created a conflict. So there is a confusion, and that confusion is because of likes and dislikes. Extreme self-denial. I was listening to the news in India that one 16-year-old boy murdered his mom because his mom prevented him to play online games. Now see the extreme level of self-denial. After killing the mom, he kept the dead body of the mom in a particular room. And he confined his 10-year-old sister in the same room. It started decaying. Only after 3 days the cops came and got him. Self-denial. No, but there is a problem you do not understand. No, I understand, but I speak at the right time. No, I have a lot of challenges at my home. Oh, your life is special. You are given a special birth. You see the false eye? We are not able to recognize. Look at it. The way the masters explain. So the master makes us understand that, okay, you told me that think, speak, and act out of this Eastern wisdom, apply these principles as a prescription. Don't lose an opportunity. If you get angry, don't lose an opportunity to say sorry, rather than rationalizing it. At least in our country, this is a very good thing. So we meet with the people outside, we see a stranger, hey, how are you? That's a good attitude. So why I'm saying thinking, acting, and speaking is a part of the karma yoga. Now understand clearly. What is karma yoga? Karma means action. So, right, proper, good action. And yoga means right, proper, good attitude in the mind. Did you understand? Say yes, even if you don't. Right, proper and good attitude in my mind. And I sit on the dinner table, I'm getting the food that of not my liking. So right, good and proper attitude in the mind allows me to act rightly, properly, calmly. Just think of this. We say karma yoga is such a great discipline. This is the discipline. Terry says, I used to get mad over maid. They don't listen because they do not understand. So why you are hurting yourself because they do not understand? Now see, the right, proper, good attitude in the mind means what? What is good? What is right? Are you getting it? We are talking of austerity. We have realized that it has nothing to do with this self-denial. If you make a big face over some issue, self-denial is there. Reaction is there. Are you worthy of suffering? We have covered that. No, I'm worthy of suffering. You look at these people, they do not understand. Because they do not understand, that is why I am sad and depressed. What a great guy you are. Are you understanding that? I should have been more depressed over the last 43 years, making people understand. See the way Master understands. Let us take a bit of little deeper into the karma yoga. Karma means action. So the action is the cause looking for an effect, which is a result. Cause and effect. Right? Did you understand that part? Cause and effect. So I perform a particular action. I'm taking my dinner so that effect is my stomach is full. It will give me the energy. Now ask yourself, the effect of that action is before the action? No. Effect of that action is during the action? No. An effect of that action is always after the action. Clear? So when the effect and the result will come always after the action, why should I worry about the result? Today, just now. Why should I worry about the result? When I understand, did you understand that clearly? The result of an action is not before the action, not during the action. It is always after the action. Can you perform an action? Let me rephrase it. Can I perform an action, what I have to do in future? There is no past, there is no future in performing an action. Action is always conscious and it is in present. Think of it. Just think now. No, no, I will think after a while. No, think here and now. Action is always in the present because I have to be conscious of doing a particular action. Add two things more: right and good attitude in the mind, then perform an action. Right and proper action. Why don't you understand? So you are telling that you do not understand, basically. That is why you are hesitated. And you are blaming others that they do not understand. Are you getting it? That is what happened with the Kundalini Baba. Now I'm listening to you, but I feel lazy. And then I will listen to you again. You have forgotten. You are not a seeker. See that? Look at it. Understand it clearly. So when I said, first, no self-denial. Self-denial comes because of indulgence. These are the prescriptions. And the indulgence is nothing but likes and dislikes. It creates the false I. That takes over my life. Now I come to self-denial. No, I have to do karma yoga. I have to apply these principles in my daily life. So right, proper and good attitude in the mind, that will manifest into right and good action. And then we came to the action part. That action is always in the present. It cannot take place in the past. It cannot take place in the future. When tomorrow comes, again I have to become conscious of an action. Action is always in the present. Support that action with the right, proper, and good attitude in the mind. So Terry, you will realize right, proper, and good attitude. Yeah, my maid has a low IQ, that's why she does not. Oh, is there any maid now? You don't have that maid now, thanks God. If they are listening, they will be angry. So, so you see that is what happens. You will be able to filter out that level, that state of indulgence that drains your physical, mental, and emotional energy all the time. Somebody may say, oh, you do not understand, I have told you a couple of times, become aware, conscious of it, and if there is no right attitude, change the attitude, check it, understand it, change yourself. You are a seeker. What will happen? Instead of reacting and draining your energy, you have conserved your energy. If you don't follow the prescription, nothing is going to happen. This is what the master says. I'm not saying. So all these comes from one last step in understanding and the principle that very indulgence, or in the form of a thought, that comes from the past accumulated reservoir of impressions in the mind, it manifests in the intellect as a self-denial due to false I. Oh, did I speak long sentence? Did you? There is a reservoir of impressions already within me. So first, Looking at the outer situation, the false I is created. And that false I picks up the impressions, puts it into the form of a desire instantly into the intellect, and then intellect is polluted. That intellect says, how dare you say this to me? Because you are like that. That is why we said this. How dare you say you are crazy? So I proved that I'm crazy. I'm challenging you. You see the entire journey. Reservoir of impressions, they are in our saving account. So until the teacher introduces that you can have a different way of thinking, you can approach this event or a situation differently, your saving account breaks up, it becomes a current account, it goes into the mind, and the mind dictates the intellect. Why it dictates the intellect? Why I say that? The intellect also follows, it rationalizes my reaction, my blame, my complaint. You see that nobody is helping me. Why don't you help yourself? Simple. Is it not as simple as? No, that's why I got married. So you married because of somebody should help you. Oh, very good. That is why you got married. You see, you go on stretching. That is the problem of our daily life. So my friend, I am pleading you again, just apply these principles. My master used to say that even if I pass on this knowledge and that knowledge is realized even by a single person, my job is done. He's not looking for that he has 50 million followers or 100 million followers. He is an influencer. He never talked about it. In 93, 94, first time I dared, I said, I will record your session. He said, I'll throw you out of the monastery. I said, still I will record it. I have a low IQ, but I have to repeat, I have to listen to it again and again to understand. So at last he agreed. He said, no, I don't want you to record and then say, look at my master, and without any change. No change. Traditional masters follows that path. So let us start our journey. You have been waiting, eyes are closed, and eyes are closed. Body is steady, and mind is facing within. Mentally say Sarvesham Swastir, Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. 3 times. Go back to the earlier practices. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Now know the meaning. Meaning is, let there be well-being for all. So that is the meaning. Let us do it again. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Without thought, I cannot have a knowledge. So this is a thought. Mantra is also a thought. So simple. We have done 3 times. And now we will go for contemplation and reflection. Well-being. In the world is in constant flux, changing. There is one thing the state of well-being manifested from the real self is always present at the center of every human being. With that understanding, let the mind explore that state of the well-being behind the five sheath and the three bodies. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. You're adding a spice, you're adding an emotion. Why? Because it's a right and proper thought. You see? Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Let everyone be in the state of the well-being. You have self-denial, you have indulgence in the mind. The mind will remind you, oh, not to my enemies. You see? And there you can dissolve that. This is the goal of the mantra. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. You're saying it mentally. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. So 3 times we simply recite it as if you are repeating a thought. Like during the day, you can say to yourself, peace is my essential nature. I cannot get out of the peace because I am made of peace. If you don't say that, then you break into pieces. That is self-denial and indulgence. So what is the meaning? Let there be peace for all. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Add some emotion, some love. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Now see the beauty of knowledge. Master says, uses the word sukha for peace. Sanskrit word. Su means good and right. Kha means the space. So whenever we experience inner peace and calm, we find good space in the mind. Good space in the mind. Then you are ready to think, speak, and act with a proper attitude. See that. Anytime. Get rid of this false eye. No, I will not say he has to say sorry or she has to say sorry. No, let me say it. What difference it makes. Let me say sorry 10 times until one is happy. My goal is to make myself happy and to make everyone happy. See that. That is the life of a seeker. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Third line. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Meaning, let there be wholeness in every being on this planet. Wholeness. Everything is whole, complete in itself. But I feel the sense of incompleteness that I will take up. Let us do it 3 times again. We have understood the meaning. With that meaning, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. What it exactly means. Everything is whole and complete in itself. except the human being, we feel a sense of incompleteness. Tiger has any problem of sense of incompleteness? No. Cows? No. Reptiles? No. Fish? No. They live their life in the sense of completeness. We don't live in a sense of completeness. Then what happens? The mind triggers, creates a habit, does indulgence. It rejects something, it accepts something. Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. So when this knowledge is going inside your mind, reaches to the intellect, now this mind cannot dictate the intellect. And you might be feeling comfortable and sense of steadiness. The last line, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Let there be auspiciousness for all. It is one of the secrets of karma yoga, means all the actions that we do in our daily life, if consciously, karma yoga, if habitually, instinctively, done by the false eye. So then what happens? Karma yoga. Every moment becomes auspicious moment. Even one is angry, I make it an auspicious moment. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. You find an auspiciousness one day in the morning when you wake up, sun did nothing. Your house did nothing. Your body did nothing. The mind was ready to receive the higher consciousness expressed. Oh, I'm so happy today throughout the day. We don't know the reason. Here is the reason. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Check, meaning, check. Move the mind on the entire body. You see how the knowledge changes our mind and mind changes our attitude and behavior, free from the self-denial and indulgence. And then we are checking. This is a point of checking. It is not the preparatory step. Oh, let me move the mind on the entire body and experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Be carefree. Thoughts are coming and going. There is a flow of life done by these 5 sheaths and 3 bodies. Our forefathers, great-grandfathers have gone. We are in a line. We are going. But there must be some cause of this flow of life, and that is the real self. Now bring that into the fold of being carefree. Thoughts are coming, okay, let it come. Any thought that enters from the back door, I have to be vigilant. I don't react, I don't respond, I remain aware of it. Right and proper attitude. So what happens? Vidya dadati vinayam. Knowledge results in humility. We are humble before the boss because we have to get the things done. We are seeking a promotion. That is the hypocrisy. Humility means receptivity without spirituality. So that we have to check whether the false I takes over me or the knowledge is realized in the intellect, passed on to the mind. That is what we say, from the head to the heart and heart to the hands, means practice. That's what we are doing. So now, let us follow that breathing aspect to explore the five sheath. You look deep inside the heart. That is, the mind is looking. So when you are dropping Om Shanti, Om means the real self and Shanti means the peace, manifestation. You are dropping Om Shanti, pause, Om Shanti, pause, looking deep inside the cave of your heart. And body is steady, and you are doing quick, short, and gentle breathing from both the nostrils. Just continue the journey. So now check it. It's a right, proper, good attitude. Means I followed the prescription. No, but the mind will return again with a tremendous force and react. No, I will still continue to do it. Let it return. Just continue as a flow. There is no resistance. And if you find there is no resistance, you can also realize you are a seeker. And stop this. Do nothing. Start breathing deep, silent, and slow. Again, we are exploring the five sheets. When you explore, you become aware of it. When you become aware of it, you see it is all changing. And then the knowledge comes, what changes is not me. It's a kind of a revelation. So as you inhale, move the mind in the space inside the right arm, from the shoulder to the fingertips, singing mentally the same mantra, but now you are singing. You're not dropping. Om Shanti. Mentally, and as you exhale, the mind moves from the fingertips to the shoulder. Om Shanti. Now you see that body remains naturally steady, still. It doesn't want to move. Now you can check, is it self-denial or understanding? The knowledge is realized. So that is how we have to explore each and every level. All the five sheets. Energy level, the breath remains in harmony, rhythmic. It doesn't, you do not inhale more than exhaling, or you do not exhale more than, it's perfect fit. And those subtle points you will be able to realize as we continue the journey. Now inside the left arm, it's all a flow of the physical sheet, energy sheet, mental sheet, intellectual sheet. That will break the fifth sheet. The sheet of ignorance. Continue the journey. Continue. Now inside the right leg. Breath has its own flow. Movement of the mind has its own flow. Awareness of the steadiness in the body has its own flow. You see, Now inside the left leg, is your mind feeling that it has been a long time? It wants to return. Prescribe. We are prescribing that drug, that medicine in the form of a meditation. Very good. And now move the mind inside the spine. From the crown of the head to the tailbone when you inhale and dropping. Om Shanti. And when you exhale, the mind moves from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Om Shanti. You can even pick up only this nyasa step and do it for 10 minutes on each side for a couple of days in the weeks and see what is the result. Shanti. Om Shanti. Now leave this. Bring your awareness inside the heart. Visualize the triangle pointing upward. You already know it. Move the mind on a triangle, clockwise or anti-clockwise, to check that you're fully aware the mind is not distracted anywhere. Then, inside the triangle, move the mind while singing. You sing so long that it goes deep inside your heart, in the cave of your heart. and then Shanti, and then stay there. So check that you're able to stay there for an extended period. And then what comes, we can experience the simultaneous. What is simultaneous? Simultaneous timelessness in time. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then even the mantra is gone. We don't need the mantra. That you have to check. Shanti, Shanti. Now do nothing, remain as you are. We'll share our experiences once we return. Live in that state of doing nothing. When we do nothing, does any change in the universe stops changing? No. So it means there is something in me that never changes. I'm doing nothing. So that I am is beyond the change. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside the palms. Bring your hands down, we'll share our experiences. Now, how are you, Stephen?
I'm good, thank you. That was, I'll explain it as, it was like a perfect flow. Just from the start of the Sarve Sham mantra, to the deep breathing, to the nyasa, to the heart, it was just absolute flow to complete peace.
Complete peace. Wonderful. It's a beautiful explanations. How are you, David and Jerry?
Extremely deep, extremely peaceful. I was seeing indigo again, and I want you to remind me what indigo color means, and it would, as soon as I would see it, it would just kind of like go away. That's the only observation I had. The nyasa was very tingling in my body, I guess.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
Very deep peace. Obviously, you see that the moment anyone says that it's a deep peace, it is removing those impressions, the reservoir of the impressions. That is why we need to do the practice. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
Thank you, sir. I'm good. Yeah, it was nice and quiet, still, just wonderful. No distractions, just focused, absorbed.
Absorbed. That's also a deeper practice. How are you, Sam?
Good. The practice for me was peaceful, but a little bit heavier today. Body felt a little heavy today.
Yeah.
That's really it.
That's very good. Body feels happy. It is because of the Shekin sheath, the way the prana, the energy sheath works. Sometimes it wants to come out because of the past impression present in the mind, so it makes it happy. When it withdraws inside, light. So we'll also pick up those changes that is taking place. So how are you, Rakesh?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Today, everything was happening. It's just going on. I was not doing anything. And particularly when we reached to the triangle, I went deeper inside for miles and miles. Very deep.
Beautiful. That is it. You see that, my mind is triggering me to tell you something. A year ago, in these Mondays and Thursdays sessions, so you cannot make out. I'm just saying. So a person, I'm not saying guy or a girl, he virtually fought with me that why don't you invite me to share my experiences first? I'm terribly disturbed. So many things happen, Sam. In this journey, you are going to be a coach. I said, okay, I will try my best, but while sharing the experiences, I become totally unconscious. So bear with me. How are you, Terry?
I had a good experience doing all the stages.
Yeah.
but I didn't have. I had a lot of distractions from within me.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get the triangle to hold still.
Yeah.
Looking all over the place.
It's okay.
But I was thinking about how I always want to coordinate the breathing with the thinking of the Om Shanti.
Yeah.
If you're thinking, And then I wondered if you were supposed to coordinate it rhythmically. And then you said something about rhythmically. So I thought, okay, well, that's okay.
So the way you are thinking, it's a right way of thinking. Even if you are thinking to coordinate these two, the intellect coordinates with the breath, and that will help you remove the distractions of the mind.
Yeah, my awareness of the breath is always very strong.
Very good.
I'm aware of when it's not deep enough.
Nobody can say that you have any problem at today's session. So,
I think I was just doing the work.
Yeah, the same way you have to live into that state 24/7. How are you, Barbara? No, we don't hear you. We see your lips movement. How come? So there is some issue. Try this out. If you can speak, you should start speaking. In the meantime, we'll go to Lalit.
Yes, sir. So it was very good for me. Initially, I had thoughts, but then I could absorb myself into the practice.
Very good.
And I just need to again keep doing it regularly and consistently to succeed.
Yes, my friend, keep doing it. So please don't feel bad if I call you the last to share your experience. I won't tell you, no? Who is that guy or a girl? How are you, Vaibhav?
So it was deep, continuous, very peaceful.
Very peaceful, beautiful. That's a beautiful explanation. So you can start speaking, Barbara. You can say, hey, once you're able to do it. So how are you, Anastasia?
Thank you very much. It was still and peaceful. And today I had a lot of imaginations and thoughts. My mind was cooking his own dish, but it was everything in front of me, like just looking what's happening.
Yeah.
And it was very still and calm, like pictures on the screen that are coming and going.
Yeah. You should think in this way. She came out with a good expression that I see everything is happening, coming and going in front of me. This is what the witness consciousness is. This is what the Sakshi is. Beautiful. How are you, Sangeeta? Thank you for joining me again.
सर बहुत अच्छा था, बहुत पीसफुल था. सर लास्ट वीक मैं वहाँ थी किन्नौर में, तो वहाँ इंटरनेट नहीं था इसलिए.
Okay, no problem. So very good. She felt very good. So we will not hear. Good voice. Oh, where is Ashok? I don't see you.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
Namaste.
How are you?
आज थोड़ा मेरे को पेन है कब से ना पेट में.
पेट में.
हाँ. अल्ट्रासाउंड कराया था तो 3-4 एम की पत्ती निकली है.
हाँ.
तो पेन कंटिन्यूस बना हुआ है, but I was in meditation. That was good.
Good.
Taking medicine.
So no pain medication. No pain meditation. It was pure meditation.
Pure meditation.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. You see that pain is there in the body, and then the mind creates a sense of self-denial. So then I am already attached to the body. So when I am attached to the body, in the mode of a self-denial, then we are already a non-seeker. But if we continue, we persist, suffering is not there. Pain may be there. By understanding the 2 points, pain may be there. Pain is body, physical sheath. So no issue, Barbara, we are waiting. So no problem. We can hear you because of your smile. So that is all for, okay, sometime it happens. Thank you very much. We will meet again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Namaste.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.